What's up, fight fans? Thank you, as always, for coming through. I've got the washing machine on in the background. Hopefully, you don't hear it, but if you do, that's kind of a disclaimer to say I'm sorry. All right, let's talk Deontay Wilder. This is going to be a very, very brief video, but I just want to get my opinion out there in terms of what's happened in the last, 3-4 days, right? Like you guys, I think a few of you anyway, I was initially uber excited and almost had goosebumps when I saw Deontay Wilder's Instagram post saying, "Look, AJ," I hate when he does that UK accent. I don't know why he does that. But look, AJ, mate, I think that's what he said, right? The 50 million offer is there. Tell Eddie Hearn, Rob McCracken to check their emails. We're serious. You promised me a 50 million. You promised that, if I provide you 50 million, then we'll fight. So I was like, oh my God. This guy has come through, right? His team, Al Heyman, Shelly Finkel, was it Shelly Finkel? Lou DiBella, they've all come through. Maybe even Steven Espinosa's got involved. Obviously, Showtime. That's where the fight will take place if it's in America. I was uber excited. And then it went a touch down a bit. In fact, not a touch down a bit. It went very down a bit when Eddie Hearn said, yeah, I got the email. The email was from Deontay Wilder. I mean, I expect, people might laugh at that, but I expected it to be from, at worst, a lawyer. Like, at worst, a lawyer, some sort of contract. I don't know how this thing all works, but some sort of contract saying, the money is here, and the money's going to be generated by this, that, ticket sales, I don't know, pay-per-view numbers, everything. And it's something, we guarantee Anthony, Femi, Joshua will have. I thought it was going to be like that. So that makes me feel like it's some sort of publicity stunt, and I can't take you serious. Anyway, Shelly Finkel, hopefully I'm saying his name right. Then I read an article from him, and it was directly from him, and it was on the lines of, Eddie Hearn, we're serious. Me and Al were very serious. We've done business before. The money will be available. Now, there's no point meeting if you don't agree to it. And I thought, this is some fucking bullshit. This really is bullshit. Say what you want about Eddie Hearn. Whether or not you think he chats shit, whether or not you think he tells lies, he talks. We hear from him, right? He's very open to speaking to all YouTube channels, big or small. I mean, I've interviewed him from my very own small YouTube channel called Box Talk years ago. I only had a couple of hundred subscribers, and he was happy to talk to me. I've gone to his Matchroom headquarters and interviewed him and his dad. They're happy to talk. Trust me, the promoters that literally just shut the door to you. Eddie Hearn's happy to talk, good or bad. So when Eddie Hearn, I think he done an interview of Seconds Out where he said to Radio Raheem that, the meeting was initially scheduled for Thursday. They moved it to Friday. Not a problem. I was thinking, they're not serious. We're talking about potentially the biggest fight financially in the heavyweight division since Lewis Tyson. And they've moved the meeting Thursday to Friday. Okay, no problem. Now Shelly Finkel's come out and said, if you don't agree to the contract that was sent by Deontay Wilder, by the way, people, then there's no point meeting. And now I think it's all come out that they've completely cancelled the meeting. I mean, what is this? What is this, guys? Eddie Hearn sent a contract offer of $12.5 million. And I think it's fair to say, I haven't heard anyone yet. I mean, we've heard some stuff with Frank Warren, but I've never heard a fighter yet say, Matchroom haven't paid us. So when Eddie Hearn says $12.5 million, you pretty much know it's guaranteed, right? Now, I was waiting for a rebuttal or something from them. If this is their comeback, an email from Deontay Wilder, everyone needs to get off Eddie Hearn's back when they say Eddie Hearn's not serious and they're ducking. They really need to. Because my understanding is that Eddie Hearn's made a $12.5 million, whether it's low or not, he's made some sort of offer, right? He's gone to America to discuss terms, we all know that. And now they've closed the door on him. Again, this is all we know. There could be more to it, but from what we know, this is kind of how it's been played out. Now, if I was to say one team isn't serious in this, I think it's fair to say, I'll say it's Deontay Wilder's team right now. I'll say it's Deontay Wilder's team, 110% in fact. And another thing that surprises me as well, this 50 million offer. Now, let's say this let's say this $50 million is kosher and it's 100% and it's real and there is money guaranteed. What I fail to understand in all this is how much does Wilder get? You know what I mean? Are they still thinking this fight can make $100 million? Like, we know what Joshua's guarantee is. Joshua, your guarantee is $50 million. I think the initial argument about the $12.5 million was that's too low for Wilder. But $50 million guarantee for Joshua still doesn't explain what Wilder's getting. Does that make sense? Wilder, I mean, this fight, say the fight makes $60 million. Could do, that's still a hell of a lot of money. Wilder's only getting 10. So, I mean, I find it all a bit strange. I can't lie to you. The whole thing I find uber strange. And again, I'm starting to think that Team Wilder aren't as serious on the surface as you think. I think Wilder is, but I think the people behind him maybe aren't as serious as what we would like to believe they are. But that's my take on it as well. And I think we all know now, because of obviously the fallout with Dillian White, he's going crazy on Twitter, that it looks like Wilder Brazil is very close to being done anyway. So I think, let's just say, not everything is what it seems, right? Not everything is what it seems. And you know what, because Eddie Hearn does interviews and we hear from him, and again, whether you like him or not, because we hear from him at least, I'm going to side with Eddie on this one. Just because at least I'm hearing from him. I would love to hear from Al and Lou DiBella and Shelley Finkel, not just Wilder. Because I know what Wilder wants. Wilder wants to fight. But again, those guys behind him, not convinced.